defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jones is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
Yo, they had Dragic on the bench. Yo, he coming off the bench.
Shit, apparently so.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That nigga Jones Jr. is a monster.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So it's Portland now. Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
The score as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shot.
That's going to be over in bed. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Butler kicks to Dragic. Pass to Crowell. Over Collins. They get the rebound. Adebayo comes up empty down low. Collins passes to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Fantastic mobility and understanding where to position himself. Collins is a viable threat in transition.
Dragic against Lillard. And it's Dragic off the drive. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Right side, Collins. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the way.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Here's Dragic. The shot, no good.
Love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Trailblazers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the layup falls. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night. Different styles of basketball, and we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just want a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of the coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you got to take it.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bam Adebayo. Myers Leonard comes in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Hero. Bounces it to Trent. Right side, high post. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Trent. Moves back up. Here's Whiteside. Pass to Simons. Launches a three. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Olynyk, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. Helped in that.
That's why y'all
Here's
fucking
Trent.
my
Look at his stats. He's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Naveed just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And the pass to Simons. Anthony down low. He's covered by Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Trent. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Mario Hezonja is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. We're going to break in the action now. Let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. Advantage in 1 series.
I think for the Heat, so much has gone right for them this season. They needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They've created their own breaks, Greg. I mean, because of how they played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to turn.
Trent passes to Little. Here's Whiteside. And slammed in by Whiteside.
That's your boy.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Nunn passes to Leonard. Nunn, that's good.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Trent. No good on that one. Excellent D that time from Jones. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his first foul. They get a hand on it. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
But just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points his last outing.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Pass to Simons. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised.
What was you doing?
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 8. From Portland, we're back in a moment. The leader.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one.
Can you tell me why he sidestepped to do that?
Stat-wise.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
But yeah, this is their preferred pace. It's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers.
Yo, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro?
Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the point. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players. They know that there's always talk during the season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. It's up a 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding.
Is that Nazir?
as well.
And the Blazers one of the
It is.
best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glassiness to chase down in the miss.
Outside Jones. Over Hazonia. Here's Nunn. Here's Silva. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Lahid also changing it up. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Myers Leonard. Crowder comes in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right there, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The kick out to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hero. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. Portland leading by 13. And it's McCollum off the drive. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nunn passes to Crowder. Silva covered by Anthony. Stolen by Collins. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds open man.
The Heat trail by 17. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. We're talking about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash talking fans. Oh, Webber, you suck. You can't shoot. Oh, so what? You just dunked on their whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds too that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere when they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play. Don't they want their teams to win? And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and there's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying or doing something like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game. You think about a franchise player, and Sergeant kind of better example of his play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in the Blazers franchise history.
Teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Portland. Right now they're on the outside looking into the playoff series.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love that. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Inside, here's Adebayo. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Well, wide open look here for Anthony. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. Anthony in the corner. Outside Collins. Back to Anthony. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Iguodala. And it goes down 2 points. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
Collins finds Anthony. Now, here's Lillard. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's yours. It's Portland out in front. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what do you think? And that's a wrap.
My
With the
man
third
Shaq.
quarter approaching, we now send it back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And they can't slow him down. You know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's Eric Spoelstra to start in the second half. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. Butler from outside. Anthony with an offensive effort. And it's Lillard with the ball. Brings it up to the Portland Trailblazers.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Final.
Yeah, and he was rewarded with the multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's bring it up.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goals. Butler said, I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage. Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Pass to Nurkic. Now the feed to Carmelo. He kicks it to Collins. Back to Anthony. 6 to shoot. But a shot from 20 feet away. Miami grabs the miss.
D playing soft off him. He might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Feeds it to Jones. Back to Adebayo. He can't hit that time. And the Trailblazers go the other way. Collins passes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
The pass to Robinson. Here's Nunn. He is guarded by McCollum. Butler against Anthony. Shot clock at 5. And it's Butler missing.
this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
An almost entirely new crew here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mario Hezonja comes in for Zach Collins. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Heat also checking out. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Crowder comes in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Butler. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Crowder inside. Hezonja defending. The three. Again, the miss by the Heat. Trailblazers leading by 18.
Yeah, the Blazers ghosting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they can look a little hyped up on that offensive end. The firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And there's the foul on Jake Crowder.
Damn, bro.
That's his first.
I can't get across the court.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Trent. Hezonja on the wing. Anthony in the corner. 5 to shoot. And it's denied. And he recovers it.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Trent. He's got 7. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Miami now. The Heat trail by 18. To the paint. Here's Silva. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Trent passes to Anthony. Sweet move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake that frees the D. Anthony's got 9 points.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Mario Hezonja. And now a look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 3-pointer, Butler. Iguodala, the pass to Butler. It's stolen by Anthony. That's break. Here come the Trailblazers. Trent gets the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Run deep, Iguodala. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better
than
good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
He's kind of holding it to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate, and that team was phenomenal.
Portland leading by 20. Here's Simons. He has 5. Here's Anthony. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
right side, kicks to Anthony. And the three off target.
Not his best day from three-point range. It was just one in the first half, and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
The Heat trail by 18. And here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside. And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
Shoot! Oh my God, that is crazy.
A 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA is headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big man. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And he's able to get it back. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. Lillard with it. Butler covering. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Anthony against Jones. And it's blocked. One-on-one here. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Anthony can't hit. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Jones is running.
Come on.
Robinson kicks to Jones. Here's Nunn. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 16. Here's Anthony, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out of attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will hold that breaks, around that breaks, after that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team is calling, doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score.
It's on the fourth quarter bull,
and,
right?
Very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight.
Pass it to Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Lillard the pass to Anthony over Jones, and the shot falls short this time.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Nunn can't get it to fall. And so Lillard will bring it up to the Portland Trail Blazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Anthony against Butler. Over Butler. Whiteside trying to break 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's hard.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Nunn. And Lillard is going to pick up.
Bro, why are you so aggressive like that?
That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Whiteside sends it back.
That's your boy.
Struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. Field goal percentage in a big way.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Kicks to Whiteside. Lets it go from deep. Anthony missing again.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
There's the pass to Nunn. Rocket 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Toronto and Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put on the deck and finish at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Start the mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tossing them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major. Now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on the path.
And it goes out of bounds and off Dragic. Portland leading by 19. Collins finds Lillard. Wants to get it back to the right side and down.
When the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Intense shot, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up.
Well, that's just a veteran move from Butler. Outstanding fake to get his defender in the air. Nice work.
And one of the hardest working players you'll find, Jimmy Butler. At the same time, you know what, Chris? He's not afraid to challenge his teammates.
Yeah, within his team, he's a culture setter, Kevin. I mean, I think he's learning that balance of being vocal, but also knowing just how far he can push his teammates.
Bruh, stop.
Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Rams, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did, drafting the first African American player, making the first African American player coach, and Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, leading him a good team. If you look at organizations like the Black Lives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek because not only advancing movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that blaze trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Master Robinson. McCollum, outside Butler, 6 to shoot, for the 3, and again it's the Heat missing. And here's Lillard, he brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum and the layup good off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness, just a total team effort.
And it's Anthony at the elbow. Some solid defense from Butler. And so Portland
Anthony missed a lot of layups, bro.
This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know they're fans.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris